Marathon's coming up. I gotta gear up to measure up. Running a marathon is like doing successful business. You have to equip yourself. For example, hydration and nutrition. You will not last without this. You gotta fuel yourself to last the long haul. Oh, time yourself. You won't finish a race if you don't take care of your pace. Okay, in business, you have to do an environmental scan. Look at the environment. So, gear up, wear the right compression clothes para hindi ka mangatog sa lamig. And finally, protect yourself in business from the external attacks of the enemy. In this case, sun, wind, and the chilly weather. I'm Anthony Pangilinan, and in this episode of The Boardroom, we talk not just about a sports empire that has served the needs of Filipinos when it comes to sports and fitness for decades, but the man tasked to bring it to greater heights. What started as a humble store in 1978 has evolved into the largest and most diverse sporting goods chain in the country, providing the Filipino athlete and fitness enthusiasts with multi-brand and multi-category sports and fitness products. With over 50 stores nationwide, Quorum International President Toby Claudio continues to strengthen the company with 5 retail banners, namely Toby Sports, Toby Sports Arena, Runner, Urban Athletics, and Move. As proof of their mileage in the industry, Toby Sports was crowned as the most outstanding Philippine retailer thrice, among other milestones and awards received. Hey!
Hey!
Toby!
Hey, welcome.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you here.
I see you got some stuff.
Yes! Gotta gear up to measure up.
Great.
Tell me something about retail, okay? I mean, you've got over 50 stores. Come on, give me quick lessons on retail. What is the point behind successful retail?
I think, good retail is all about telling a story so that when you walk into the store, it's a good experience. We try to do that here in the new store with really, a nice layout that has a great experience for customers, divided by men's and women's, and then divided by sport. There's training, running, basketball, lifestyle.
So may themes na talaga siya.
Fitness.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that before? Because you've been at this for 40 years, since your father. So how has that evolved?
Well, before we didn't have as many brands and as many categories. So as we've grown, we've expanded the size of the stores. But some things remain the same.
For example?
We still string tennis rackets.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so yun, hindi nagbabago yun. Ano pang hindi nagbabago pagdating sa retail?
Of course, the customer service standard.
Okay.
We take pride that we're a sports authority, an authority in the field of sports. So we try to train all our people to try to find out what the customer really needs, what sports they play, what they need. Are they looking to play better? Do they have a competition coming up? And prescribe the right gear for them.
Well, I'm not yet done. So, can you show me a bit of your service? Because I still gotta look at stuff for my feet, for running, socks, shoes.
Great, yeah.
Can you show me some?
Sure, let's head over to the running section over there.
Great. Okay, so, from my feet.
Yep, so this is the men's running section. We have running accessories, race belts, then of course the apparel and the shoes.
Yep, I got that. So what is the key to getting the right pair of running socks, for example?
Our advice is before you go out running that you get tested to see your foot type and your gait.
Neutral.
Yeah.
I remember.
To see if you overpronate, if you're flat-footed, and then we prescribe the right footwear for you.
And then shoe options now, so many.
So many, yeah.
Give me 1 or 2 tips when it comes to choosing your shoe.
Well, definitely choose based on your foot type and how long you've been running. Okay, because the longer you've been running, the less shoe you need, actually, because your body's used to running already. So you have to find shoes that really match your style.
When I entered your store, I started thinking about business and about running. So many analogies. If there's one thing when it comes to running in sport, as an analogy to running a business, what would you say? Just give me one idea, for example.
I guess, have a long-term goal and build up to it. Just like running, you don't go out and run a 42K right away.
Injury.
Start small. Every business does. Every new business will start small. And then just take it a step further every time until you get to 42K.
Until you get to 40 years, which is where you're heading.
Yes, almost.
We have a lot to talk about, but we can't talk about it here, bro.
Yeah, sure. So why don't we head into the boardroom?
You got it. So from a toy store, it became a sports store because toys were seasonal. I know the background, right?
Yeah.
After Christmas, wala na.
Yeah. And also because my dad was really passionate about sports.
Yes,
I mean,
your
he
uncle
was,
too.
yeah, and my uncle is also, no. So I grew up with the same passion that they had for sports. So they got together and they started, after 2 years as a toy store, they decided to convert it to a sports store.
But then you could say that, okay, Dad, I share your passion in sports. But at one point did you say, okay, I'm taking this on. This isn't just Dad's business.
I didn't really give it much thought because it dawned on me pretty early on that, hey, you have a store named after you, and people kept reminding me that. But I was proud of it. It's a sports store. I mean, like I said, I can't complain.
How can you make it a positive thing? Because for many, the pressure, the name that has to be lived up to has been a negative thing.
Right.
So what would you say helped you look at this challenge, but in a positive way?
Well, I'm generally an optimist. I really saw it as an opportunity. One, it's in the sports business, which I love. I really believe that everyone should be, active and be into sports as part of their daily routine, as part of their lifestyle. Helps you function better, work better. And we really all share that belief that, what we're doing helps people. What the company does helps people through our products, the services that we have.
It's safe to say that Roberto Claudio Sr. made the right decision when he transformed his toy store into a sports store. Given the growing popularity of sports in communities and innovative sports and fitness programs such as Zumba, CrossFit, and even marathons today, this requires, of course, additional equipment and apparel for all involved. When we come back, we're going to talk to Toby, and he's going to tell us about how he intends to keep this company fit and growing through the years. That when the boardroom returns. We all know what Toby's has done for you and me as consumers in fitness and health. But what has it done for its people? I'm actually playing with Nasa from Brand Management. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Well, what has it really done to you as a part of the team? Because I know that you've not always been as active as you are today.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. I haven't been. But then, it's been 3 years. So it's actually gotten me into being more active. To date, I've started rowing pretty much. Spinning too, and I just started my first boxing class.
Okay, we know that Toby is himself a fit person, very competitive. Can you tell us something that we don't know? Okay.
Well, we don't know about TPC. We call him actually TPC. Well, for me, we love it that he is both. He's not only a leader, but he is also a team player. He doesn't. Yes, we spend hours and hours and hours in the boardroom, meetings day in, day out. But then again, in as much as he spends a lot of time in the boardroom, he spends a lot of time in the basketball court. He joins our annual basketball league, and his teammates are our warehouse personnel.
So therefore, there are a lot of people watching this from their boardrooms. What's your suggestion to leaders when it comes to the way you should engage your people when it comes to fitness and health?
Well, I guess it's just a matter of inspiring them, really. Apart from like what I said, like how Toby really is, apart from leading a team, you must also be part of the team, leading them, inspiring them. So it's just not about the numbers, probably. It's not about the reports that we do, but pretty much, motivating, engaging, and inspiring.
Thank you for the message.
People.
A lot of people have heard that.
Yes.
And I'm sure it will validate many of the things we're still going to be talking to Toby about in the next few minutes. In the meantime, laban muna tayo.
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Interesting though, sports is actually seen now as a non-negotiable. It's not just a nice hobby, it's what's going to keep you from getting so stressed in a very stressful world.
Right.
And you're capitalizing on that in a sense, huh?
Yeah. That's scientifically proven. that the mind works better when you are fit and active.
Well, that's one of the realizations I had with one of the staff we had spoken to. So it's not just the goods, it's a goods company, it's a lifestyle company. That's what your father said. And that's something you're living today, you know?
Well, you know, our mission is to help every person become a champion. Okay, through whether it's through sports or active lifestyle or fitness.
But not everybody can get a gold, so how does
Get a
that
gold?
make- how does
champion
every-
champion is relative. Champion in life.
Okay, I like that.
Applies to everyone.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Applies to everyone. You know, you can be better at work.
At work,
At work, especially.
multi-brand, multi-price, multi-sport. How can you do all of these multi-things at the same time, Toby?
One of our big things is Toby's is a chain. Tries to provide most of the gear you need for the sports you play. And we have an offering of different brands, different price points for most categories.
What's the key to managing something like this? Can you give me something that helps you manage all of these things at the same time?
Well, retails, there's so many details in
Right.
running stores, much more a chain of stores. So you really have to have a lot of systems in place, and especially keeping an eye on the customer, because you know there's so many sports. Some are getting more popular, some are fading away, and we have to keep ahead of the trends, provide what people are looking for. So first things first is we have to make sure the product that they're looking for is in the store. Then we build the systems to ensure that we have proper inventory management. We have proper monitoring of the flow of stocks. But it all comes down to what do our customers need, and how do they want to be served? What kind of experience do they want in the store? Then everything follows there. So even now they're looking for new ways to buy it, say online.
Right.
And that's something that we've made big inroads to last year also.
Now, as a leader, how do you keep yourself up to date to make sure that you're on the pulse?
Well, from day one, I've always been learning. I don't think learning stops, but I really try to combine, doing with learning. I think you really have to combine both as a leader because. And even because your people need you for direction, need you for a vision. And if your learning is capped from what you know, it's hard to, get the whole organization and all your people to move with you.
Did you know that apart from weight management, running helps prevent heart attacks? It also helps address diabetes, osteoporosis, and high blood pressure. Finally, it's a great practice for anti-aging and continued mental health. When we come back, we talk to Toby about his plans of running this business a longer distance and finishing strong. That when the boardroom returns. Quorum International has accomplished greater heights and has reached farther distances after each year it has taken sports and fitness more seriously. We are, for example, in a full-court basketball arena here in their headquarters in Pasig. Apart from this, there are exercise and workout facilities for their employees, wherever they want it, whenever they need it. As we continue our conversation with Toby, we find out how far he intends to go in this distance of developing sports and fitness for all Filipinos. I know you're number one, but we know ASEAN's coming, and it's aggressive, so you have competitors. Right. What is Toby's doing to prepare itself for that?
I think competition, just like in sports, makes you better. And my team have really been working on so many things, from the products that we carry. We have a large portfolio of in-house brands that we design, manufacture.
Yeah, of course. Runner as well.
Yeah. We also have different retail concepts now to cater to different different lifestyles.
You've got your
runner
cycle,
for running,
cycling, running. Okay, it's your name. You got all these concepts, but you're still essentially a family business. So how does that work?
Yeah, it's interesting because we're all passionate about the business. You know, it's a great family because everyone's sharp, everyone's smart, and everyone contributes in their own way.
How have you evolved the past 15 years from day one?
Yeah.
So who is Toby today after 15 years compared to Toby then when you started?
Some things have changed, some things are the same. I think, you know, my passion for the business is still just the same as it was before. Maybe even more now, probably, because I really see how much good we can do, not just for our people, the people who work for us. It's a huge organization now. The products we sell and the people who use them.
So the passion has grown.
Yeah,
has
passion
deepened.
has grown. Yeah.
What has definitely changed?
What has changed?
Wala nun, ngayon nandyan.
Oh, definitely the maturity.
Maturity in what sense?
Maturity. I didn't know much about retail and leadership.
Okay.
When I started out, and over time, I really tried to pick up learnings everywhere. So on the technical side, you know, running good retail, and on the leadership side also. You know,
Can you tell me one thing specifically about how you lead now that was not present then, Toby, 15 years ago when you started?
Time management, running meetings, handling difficult conversations.
Could you give me a tip on how to manage a difficult conversation successfully?
I think, you know, you have to come from why is it important? You know, why is it important to me, to the company, and hopefully to the person you're talking to also? Because if they don't think it's important, you're not on the same page, then, you know, no matter
The
what
value
else you say,
of the issue or the conversation has to be clear to both.
Yeah. And then the second one is making sure that they feel that you're also concerned about them.
Right. It's not just about this issue. It's not just about
and
the
it's
business.
not just about the business. Yeah.
So, where are we heading? You're all about expanding. You're all about the next big thing. So what is the next big thing for Toby's?
Our new store format, Urban Athletics, is taking off. That's really to cater to those who love sneakers, or into that sneaker lifestyle, fashion and sports. For Toby's, we just revamped our look again for the 6th time. We came up with a totally new look. I'm really happy with it, really proud of it. And we only have 3 of those locations right now. We went back to where we started, Green Hills.
But this whole idea of new look is not new, right? Every 4 or 5 years or 5, 6 years, there's this thing you do that it's got to change completely. Tear it down and a whole new thing because,
you know, people look for something new.
But what if I'm a loyal customer for the last 20 years and I just want the same old thing? No, people want to change too, right?
We really take pride that, you know, we're not happy just being where we are. You know, we want to always push ourselves to be better. And retail definitely has changed over time. You know? Our stores, our shoppers are much more sophisticated now. They're much more demanding. They want a better experience. And the products we sell also need to be presented in a really nice way. So we're always looking to improve that. Yeah. And then moving forward, bigger stores. We have more stores in line.
What is it that you would like to see happen in the future?
Right. Well, I really want the store to be known not for who it's named after. You know, I really want the store to be much more than just a person's name. The store is just not about who it was named after. Many people over the past 38 years have committed their lives to working for us, to building this business, and all the customers that we've served and who've depended on our stores and the products we sell. So I want to make sure that the brand is known as the store that they can count on and that it passes the test of time. And it's a Filipino brand too. You know, I think that also, that's something we can take pride in, that we can create world-class retail formats that are homegrown in the Philippines. You know, proves that Filipinos can create world-class retail also.
Well, we've seen that here.
Thank you.
And all the best.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat and congratulations, Toby.
Thank you.
God bless.
All right.
It's one thing to have a name and build a great brand around it. It's another to maintain, protect, and grow that brand to the next level. Join me again next week as we engage some of the country's top business leaders, innovators, and executives. I'm Anthony Pangilinan, and this is The Boardroom.